He'll bring it out. It's Hilton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. In the middle, it's Green. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Makes the catch, it's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down. They're working that left side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it in. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running back searching for a hole. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Plows through the defense.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on third down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 33. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Smithers into space. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Might as well stick with it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Now they'll run it on the toss. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air. It's Manning. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive. Offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
To the ground with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. LSU right back to the line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Got his man. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Manning. A little release to the back. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move, it's Durham. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Green. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch, close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. LSU quick to the line. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Under fire. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. One more snap coming before halftime. direct snap. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Oh, he drops the football. He had him. Down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They just keep firing. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Wrapped it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the 1st half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He turns that loose down the right side. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
It's complete. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to pound it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. This defense, with its back to the wall, has been a wall. Now, fourth and goal. What do you think?
If I'm the defense, shoot, I've stuffed you a couple times in a row. I've put that doubt in your head, so I want you to go for it. I'm going to get another stop.
The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hilton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Chargers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Wants to keep it in the air. Going for it all. Go to the end zone. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Rides the back on the option to give. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Manning. Oh, he wants it all. Snags it on the right. Wide open spaces. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He's got him in the flat. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. They have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Looking to throw, it's Manning. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
That's one of the only ways we were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ballgame to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this. He unleashes a long one. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Lockett. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the gun, running back gets the give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
That's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Coming into this one,